Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that every weapon on Earth has vanished. Every gun, every missile, every tank, every warship, even the oldest sword in a museum. Gone. At first, it sounds like a dream. No more wars, no more violence, no more fear. But what if the disappearance of weapons created problems nobody expected? Would humanity finally find peace? Or would the world become even more dangerous? Let's find out. The moment weapons disappear, chaos erupts across the globe. Military commanders check their bases. Police officers open weapon lockers. Governments activate emergency meetings. Nobody understands what happened. Nuclear missiles vanish from silos. Aircraft carriers lose their weapons. Fighter jets become little more than expensive airplanes. For the first time in modern history, every nation is equally disarmed. Citizens celebrate. Social media explodes with optimism. Many people believe humanity has entered a new era. But beneath the celebrations, world leaders are worried. Because weapons didn't just disappear from bad people. They disappeared from everyone.
Most people assume the answer is yes. No weapons means no war, right? Not exactly. Throughout history, humans fought long before guns existed. When one weapon disappears, people often create another. At first, countries would try diplomacy. Negotiations become more important than ever. International organizations gain influence. But tensions between rival nations don't magically disappear. Resources still matter. Power still matters. Territory still matters. The reasons behind conflict remain. Human nature hasn't changed. Only the tools have.
What about crime? At first, crime rates may drop. Armed robberies become impossible. Gun violence disappears overnight. But criminals adapt quickly. History shows that when one method becomes unavailable, new methods emerge. The challenge isn't the weapon itself. It's the intention behind it. Police forces now face a difficult task. How do they protect citizens without traditional weapons? New technologies would likely emerge. Advanced surveillance, non-lethal defense systems, AI-powered security networks. The world begins reinventing protection. The global economy takes a massive hit. Entire industries disappear overnight. Millions of jobs vanish. Factories close. Defense contractors collapse. Governments suddenly have enormous military budgets they no longer need. Some countries invest this money into healthcare. Others focus on education. Others pour resources into scientific research. A historic economic transformation begins. The question becomes, can humanity turn military spending into progress?
Here's where things get interesting. Without weapons, some people feel safer. Others feel vulnerable. For centuries, nations relied on military strength as a deterrent, a warning, a signal that attacking would have consequences. Now that deterrence is gone, trust becomes the world's most valuable resource. Countries must cooperate in ways never seen before. A single breakdown in trust could create enormous instability. Peace isn't just the absence of weapons. It's the presence of cooperation. And cooperation is much harder than it sounds.
Fast forward 50 years. Children grow up in a world where weapons are only stories in history books. Museums display empty cases where weapons once stood. Wars as we knew them are gone. But humanity still faces challenges. Climate crises, resource shortages,
political disagreements. The disappearance of weapons didn't solve every problem. What it did was force humanity to solve problems differently. And maybe that's the real lesson. Technology can remove tools of destruction, but only people can create peace. A weapon is not the cause of conflict. It's merely an instrument. The true battle has always existed inside the human mind.
So what do you think? If every weapon disappeared tomorrow, would the world become peaceful? Or would humanity simply find new ways to fight? Leave your answer in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey into an alternate future, subscribe for more what-if scenarios every week. Because sometimes the best way to understand our world is to imagine a completely different one.